It is officially the holiday season. The candles are going, the ambience is a thing, and putting jackets into everyday outfits is officially the norm. I do want to say, what about the mac and cheese bake-offs, or the pumpkin carving, or the Santa costumes for your kids, or wanting to make heartfelt gifts for your friends and family? There are a certain level of skills that are required, but also a certain level of resourcefulness. One of the first things you think of when you come to these ventures are, how are you going to get these things and where do you get these things? Now, resourcefulness is a very useful skill, and is a lot of times is where creativity and greatness is born. Hey y'all, I'm Ezzy Derp, and I like to make helpful and hopeful vlogs here on YouTube every Saturday. I'm on most social platforms. I post on TikTok Monday through Friday, plenty of music playlists. Point is, there's a space for you here. So go ahead, click the link in my bio and find the space for you. I wanted to bring a different type of how-to video to the community, not a how to craft this or how to do that, but a how to value resourcefulness over resources. One good lottery ticket could definitely change all of your resources, but having a refined creative brain is not something you can buy. Yes, classes exist, but use Michelangelo and Raphael as an example. Michelangelo did not have much, he didn't come from much, and he was still on par with someone like Raphael who had all this money, had all the resources, but he was still tied neck for neck with Michelangelo during those times. Let's set up the stage for Suzanne and Harold. Suzanne has all the materials in the world. She needs a net, has no idea how to sew. Harold has very few materials, maybe not even a needle, but he knows how to sew quite well. Suzanne is over here wasting time, energy, effort, supplies, and could still not have enough to make a net at the end of the day to feed herself, exhausted and hungry. Harold knows that he doesn't have a needle. He doesn't even necessarily have thread, but he is resourceful enough to weave together the bits along the side of the beach to try to make a net, get some fish, and go to bed full. You could ask, how does this apply to my baking competition at my local church, Ezzy? Let me tell you how. Have you ever seen those videos on YouTube where it'll have the most expensive version of this food to the least expensive version of this food in a city? People will rank them, and occasionally the least expensive will win. My birds are so happy I'm out here. Those people use their skills, the ingredients, whatever they had available to them to make such a delicious plate, especially compared to the people, like I said, who had all the resources, who had all the food available to them, who had all the equipment available to them. And there's a million and one stories about people creating inventions in their garages. I don't know if it was Mac or if it was Apple, but someone started in their garage. There was also, OxyClean. That guy started in his garage. He grew up in poverty and then sold his company for $300 million. There's kids out here, young adults out here making windmills out of trash, providing power to places that need it. Truly, innovation, greatness, extraordinary things come out of people who have a refined resourcefulness skill compared to people who have all the resources. If you leave this video with anything, leave knowing I am incredibly proud of every creative pulling something out of their own will and ambition and putting it out into the world. Whether you had the resourcefulness skill or the resources or both, I am so proud of you for that. Also, if you had the resources, challenge yourself, pull things out of what you normally have, and see what you can produce. Replace some other things. Just because you have the resources does not mean you cannot refine your resourcefulness skill. I will see you guys next Saturday with another helpful and hopeful vlog. Bye y'all.